So my mouth was literally on the floor watching the official Baddies USA trailer that dropped last night on Instagram, and it was crazy, okay? So many fights, so many friends falling out with each other, so many people getting slapped, I could barely keep up. But the fight that stuck out to me the most was the fight between Big Lex and Summer, because Big Lex literally tore Summer up. Like, she got her on the floor and was beating her down. I kind of felt bad a little bit, but then I remembered what Summer was doing that led up to this moment as to why Lex did what she did, because we know, if you are paying attention to all the tea that's been being spilled, that Summer ended up getting her family members and her friends to attack Big Lex and Dolly when they went to Detroit. And I know some people was saying that she didn't get her family members to touch Big Lex. No, yes, she did. Somebody did try to snatch up Big Lex while she was walking onto the Baddies bus, and the girl yelled in the video that she was doing it for Summer, and people are saying that this is either Summer's sister or Summer's friend. And then not only did she get them attacked, but she also ended up going on live with, I think, Tommy's daughter, and Summer was in the background running her mouth, making all these accusations about Big Lex. She claims that her and Big Lex were fooling around with each other and Big Lex went down on her. But what we see in the trailer for Baddies USA is Big Lex talking to Rolly about the situation, and she says that she never kissed Summer, that she never went down on Summer, but that Summer went down on her. I don't know who to believe in the situation, and honestly, I really don't care who's telling the truth and who's lying. But I will say, last season, Dolly did call, Big Lex a pillow princess. So if she's a pillow princess and Dolly knows something about the situation, then that would mean that Big Lex is telling the truth. But honestly, I don't care who's telling the truth. And honestly, I don't care if they did go down on each other. Who cares? What's the big deal about it? I just feel like Summer looks bad in this situation, because why would you go tell that if you two did mess around with each other? Like, why is that anybody's business? And then it doesn't make Summer look good in this situation, because the only reason why people are in an uproar about Big Lex allegedly going down on her is because people think that Summer is dirty. Like, Summer has a reputation of being dirty. There's a rumor going around that she smells and that she's dirty. So people don't care that Big Lex was munching on somebody. They care that it was Summer that she was allegedly doing it to, because Summer is said to be dirty, because people wanted Big Lex and Ivory to have something going on. People joked around all the time about Scotty and Big Lex wanting to bump purses with each other, and if they did, people wouldn't have been, in an uproar about it. But because it's Summer that people are saying that Big Lex did it to, that's the reason why everybody's confused and in an uproar, because I guess they either don't find Summer attractive or they think that she's dirty. So Summer's laughing with these people and cheering it on, even though they're laughing at her, because the only reason why they're coming at Big Lex is because they think she's dirty. So that's why I'm confused about Summer, talking about it, and she's like hyped up about it, and she's laughing with the other girls about it, not realizing that they're laughing because they think it's gross that anybody would put their mouth on her. So that's just my opinion on that situation. And for the people saying that Big Lex must have done it because she beat up Summer pretty bad, I don't feel like that's the reason why she beat her up pretty bad. I think she beat her up because Summer betrayed her. Like, you're getting your family and friends to attack this girl who's had your back for 2 seasons now, and you think that she's not about to feel some type of way about that? Like, we literally seen the clips of her trying to talk to Summer on the sprinter and she's crying. So that means that she really cared about Summer, and she didn't expect Summer to turn on her the way that she did. So I can understand why she beat her up like that, because I mean, when you're betrayed by somebody that you trusted, that's hurtful. Like, that hurts. So I feel like that's the reason why she beat her up the way she did. And what is up with Biggie, Tesheki, and Anna slapping people this season? Like, all 3 of them have been slapping people in the face all through this trailer, okay? We saw Biggie slap Tommy and a couple of other people. We saw Anna slap fire out of DJ Sky. We saw Tesheki slap the hell out of Summer twice, so it's crazy. And it definitely seems like Biggie has been getting active this season from the trailer. We see her get into it with Tommy, but people were saying that she shouldn't have put her hands on Tommy. But if you really listen to the trailer, you see Biggie yelling at Tommy, saying that Tommy put her hands on her and didn't apologize. So I'm guessing just from this trailer, and this is just a guess, that Tommy put her hands on Biggie first. We also see Biggie getting dropped to the floor by Diamond the Body. I don't know if Diamond actually dropped her or if she pushed her or something, but we saw Biggie on the floor in the fight with Diamond the Body. Which we know the reason why they're beefing with each other is because at the auditions, Diamond the Body ended up sneaking Biggie. So I'm guessing that's the reason why the 2 of them are fighting in the trailer. You see Gretchen get into it with Sukihana, which we know, if you've been paying attention to the T pages, they got into it on stage, and I think Sukihana allegedly used bear mace on her, and it kind of affected everybody else in the cast. But in the trailer, you can hear Sukiyana telling, Gretch to say the N word again. So I hope that it's not stemming from what happened on Baddies Caribbean. I'm hoping that if they are fighting with each other, it's about something new and not about the situation that happened on Baddies Caribbean. And like we also see Tavii and Fana exchanging words with each other and they're in each other's faces, which I'm not surprised about because I knew that they didn't really like each other last season. They only clicked up because they mutually didn't like the big three. And that's the only reason why they became friends, which is not a genuine friendship. If you're being friends with somebody because you have a common enemy, that means it's not a genuine friendship, which means it's easily going to crumble. Tommy seems to be getting into a lot of physical fights this season. It almost seems like she's off limits besides Rolly fighting her every season. And so I'm really surprised to see her out there fighting with people. I don't know if she fights back, but I definitely seen Tavii go at her. I seen Biggie go at her. And I think one other girl tried to go at Tommy too, I think, but I'm not sure. Now, I thought that Chrisean said that she was not going to be putting her hands on anybody this season, but we definitely saw in this trailer that dropped yesterday that she slapped fire out of DJ Sky, and I think she was trying to fight her on the sprinter. I think she did fight her a little bit, but there were people in between the two of them, but she definitely said she wasn't fighting, but to me, that kind of looked like fighting. Now, I know I didn't get to every little detail that took place in this trailer because it was a lot of fights going on. I just talked about the ones that stood out to me the most, and like I said, I kind of want to wait until I see how things play out during the episodes instead of just making assumptions about what I think happened. So I'm going to wait until the season airs, and I think it airs on Sunday. So I'm definitely interested in watching this season. I'm going to be tuned in and reviewing every episode every single week. So let me know what you guys thought about the trailer down in the comment section, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video.